You really are going to stay here all alone?
My presence tends to draw the spirits out of their dark corners. Yes. Try not to drop it. What's this? Yes.
Yo, what's up, folks? It's Junkie. Wait for a few more people to show up. Hope everybody's doing good. What up, James? What's going on, my man? Just gonna show some books, talk some comics. Tonight I'm gonna show my CGC, PGX, CBCS books. So, should be fun. Hope you're having a good night, good Sunday night. Double S, what up, my man? Yes, James, I have a ton of action figures. I'll show them one night. All right. Hopefully you guys can see everything good, hear me good. Let's go ahead and start. First off, I'll show off my two favorite books. Oof. My Hulk 181 6.0. My absolute favorite book. It is missing the value stamp, but I don't care. You know what I mean? I do not care. I'm trying to get to my my page here so I can look at the chat. All right. Oh, so you just started collecting action figures? Yeah, I've been collecting for a while. I've got tons of like the old Star Wars original figures and stuff like that I'm excited to have. Bunch of Marvel figures. No, I don't think I have any DC figures. Here is my New Mutants 98 that I won from that Spider-Man booth. So pretty excited to have that. I guess the first books I'll show will be all my signed books, and then I'll show the books that aren't signed. So start off with this beauty right here. This is probably my favorite Stan Lee signature. Miss Marvel #1, sketch variant by Michael Turner, graded at a 9.4, and is signed by Stan Lee. I love it because it is bold black, you know, right across that sketch. So let me bring it a little closer, see if that helps. Oh, back it up so you guys can see the grades. Sorry, there we go. But yeah, this is probably my favorite signature book that I have. I got this on eBay really cheap one night, doing some late night eBaying, and I think I got this for like $100, $150 at the time. I have no idea what it's worth. I have not seen that many of these on eBay, so pretty excited to have that. Like I said, that is probably my favorite signed book that I have. Up next, I showed this on Instagram the other day. It is a PGX signature certified not amazing Spider-Man #1, the silver variant, and it is signed by Stan Lee and Todd McFarlane across there. It's graded a 9.4. I don't mind PGX. I know they get a lot of crap, but it's not like I'm going to sell these books. These are books that are in my collection for me. So, yeah. I love this book. It's one of my favorite Spider-Man covers, and it's signed by Stan Lee and Todd McFarlane, so can't beat that. But, yeah, love this book here. And the thing about these CGC books and everything is I've never sent one book off. They have all been books that I've bought off eBay. So, up next is another one of my favorite books, simply because it's an X-Men book, but it's X-Men #4, signed by Stan Lee. Where's the signature at? Oh, it's right here. It's hard to see, but it's PGX, graded 9.6. Love this cover. First Omega Red, and I bought this book for, I think this book was $75, and the book I'm going to show next I got for $50 from the same seller, same night. So, yeah, but awesome to have some Stan Lee's signed books in my collection, even though I never got to meet him, but I do love that book. And up next, like I said, I got this one for $50 from the same seller, same night. X-Men number 4, PGX, graded 9.4, signed by Stan Lee in silver right here. So I got both these books for, I think it was like $125, and it might have been like $15 shipping. So it was like $140, $150 total is what I paid for both these books. They were auctions, and there was only one other person bidding, and yeah, I won them. They ended back to back within like 5 minutes of each other. So yeah, pretty stoked to have these two awesome books in my collection. What's up, Midwest? What's going on, man? Doing another live stream. Here's another one signed by Stan Lee, Dark Avengers number 12, and he signed it right there, and it's a 9.8. Yeah, like I said, guys, I didn't buy any of these books. I mean, I had never met Stan Lee. I bought all these books off eBay. So, Midwest, yeah, I got the 181, man. I'm pretty excited about that bad boy. I stare at it every day because I can't believe I got it, but super stoked to have this book. If you guys are just tuning in, I'm showing all my CGC, PGX, CBCS books. I'm showing my graded signed books first. Here is Deadpool, Suicide Kings, number 4 or 5, with the cover swipe of Amazing Spider-Man. God, I can't remember. Is it 252? But anyway, signed by Stan Lee. Graded 9.2. So, yeah, James, that was a great deal that I got, man. Like I said, they were both from the same seller, and they were ending within like 5 minutes of each other, and I bid on both, and I got them. So, pretty cool. So, sorry, guys, I'm taking them in and out of the bags before I show them. So, a little bit of time between each. Hope everybody's doing good. I hope, well, obviously, Blast It or Stash It's done. I try to wait to the end before those guys. I mean, I try to wait to do my live stream until those guys were done, but I fell asleep. So, sorry I missed the show, Midwest. Here is Star Wars number 1, 9.6 from CBCS. And this one is signed by Mike McCone at Emerald City Comic Con. And he signed it right here. I got a bunch of these signed Star Wars books cheap too, so you'll see a few of them in here. They're in no particular order. I'm just pulling them out of the box. So, but yeah, I got a few of these Star Wars books. So, pretty cool. Like I said, I have no preference on which company is better, which one's not as good. I know PGX gets a lot of flack, but I have a few of their books, and I'm cool. I'm cool with it. This one here I bought. This is like one of the first books that I bought off eBay, graded books. It's Origin number 3, PGX 9.4, and it says it's not a signature series, so I don't know if they did it before I got this book, but it's signed by Joe Quesada, and it's got a remark here. And it's signed by somebody else here too, and it's numbered 191 to 499. But I think this is before they started doing signature verification. So yeah, got that. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I know I got it pretty cheap. A lot of these books I got real cheap. Okay, here's another Star Wars related book, Princess Leia #2, signed by Terry Dodson and Rachel Dodson. Graded 9.6 from CBCS. So that's pretty cool. Up next is Superior Spider-Man #7, signed by Humberto Ramos. Graded 9.4. He signed it right there. I've actually met him at my old LCS before they closed. He's a pretty nice guy. I know some people have had some run-ins with him or whatever, or they don't like his art. He was super nice, and yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool book. I mean, you can find these books on eBay cheap if you don't care if they're not a Grail. You know what I mean? I mean, the Grail books, of course, can be more expensive, but here's another one, and this one is signed by Terry and Rachel Dotson also. Princess Leia #1, graded 9.4 from CBCS. So that's pretty cool. The next one I got here is signed by John Orstander, and it's Legends #1. This is the first appearance of Amanda Waller. It's graded an 8.0 CGC. So that's pretty cool. And the reason I'm showing these is because last night I did a live stream, and I think it was Funk Off asked me if I had any graded books, because they never see them in when I do room tours. But I always keep these in my closet, kind of hidden. This is signed by Mark Waid. Justice League Quarterly #8, graded at a 9.2. So I figured, yeah, why not? I'll do a random live stream and I'll show these my graded books. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Here is V Wars, signed by Kevin Eastman. Free Comic Book Day, not graded 9.6. I believe this is getting made into a TV show. A TV show or a movie. But if you guys haven't read V Wars, it's pretty good. It's about vampires. I got the first series. I think they're on like volume 2 or 3 now, but yeah, it's pretty good. But signed by Kevin Eastman. Free Comic Book Day version. Now, here's one of my favorite books, signed by Chad Hardin and Ray Fox, and it is Batman Eternal #19, graded 9.4. Harley Quinn. This is the German edition, German variant. It was only released at a German Comic-Con, and there's only 999 copies, and I have 8. I have 8 copies total, including this. So I have 7 raw, and I have this one graded here. I have 2 raw that are graded or that are signed by Chad Hardin. I've got the print, and just a beautiful Harley Quinn cover. It's probably one of my favorite Harley Quinn covers. So here we got Walking Dead Weekly, and it's signed by Tony Moore. Walking Dead Weekly number 28, graded at a 9.6. Another awesome cover. Love Walking Dead. It's one of my favorite TV shows. Even though the past couple of seasons have been okay, I still love this this cover here. And yeah, pretty badass. Up next is another one of my favorite covers. It is signed by Rick Remender, and it is Deadly Class number 12, graded at 9.8. And I just love that cover. It's dark, it's creepy, and his signature really just pops on her hair. I don't remember what I paid for this, but it was super cheap. So yeah, there's, like I said, guys, there's deals to be made on eBay. You just got to be patient. You got to know what you're looking for, and you got to be like a creepy stalker, man, and just stalk these books. But love that cover. It's one of my favorite covers. Gomez, what's up, man? Up next is New Teen Titans. It's signed by George Perez, and it's a Keebler Company comic. It's like a free comic. It's the drug-free comic. Stay drug-free comic. New Teen Titans. It's the first appearance of the drug awareness campaign, so that's pretty cool. Graded as 7.5, signed by George Perez. What's up, man? What's up, Vinci? We got my couple of my favorite YouTubers in the house. Up next is, if you guys are just tuning in, I'm just showing my graded books. I'm showing my signed graded books first, and then I'll show my books that are not graded. I guess I think it might have been Funk Off that asked me last night if I had graded books, because he never sees them in my videos. Here we have a book signed by Nick Dracata and Jonathan Hickman, and it is East of West number 16, graded at 9.4. East of West is a great series. I have up through I think I have up to issue 20, and then I quit collecting it. But I have a lot of them signed that I bought off eBay. But love this cover here. Another awesome story. Like I said, I'm not up to date on it, but we got Rag 718 in the house. My man, Mr. Slab himself. All right, up next is another book that I told you guys that I have a ton of, and it is signed by Jason Aaron and Laura Martin. John Cassidy. So this is Star Wars number 2, graded 9.8. Love that book there too. Just love the red and the blacks and the grays, and all the signatures are in silver. So love that. Love that cover. Like I said, I got a few of these Star Wars titles signed, and like I said, all of them have been bought off eBay. None were sent in by myself. So up next is another one of my first slabs that I ever bought is Uber number 0, signed by Kieron Gillen and Cannon White. It's graded a 9.8. And it's the CGC. You can tell it's old because it's the really thick case. It's about an inch thick. So, but it's one of the first slabs I ever bought. And I tell you what, guys, if you haven't read this story, If you love World War II, what's up Beyond the Blast Doors? If you have not read the storyline, it is awesome. It's set during World War II, where the Nazis were trying to make super soldiers. And yeah, it's really violent and gory. And just check it out if you're into that kind of stuff. Up next is another one of my favorite books, and I have a raw copy of this too. And this is signed by Bernie Wrightson, and it is Batman Hidden Treasures #1, graded 9.6. I bought this, and it came with a raw copy of the same book, signed by Bernie Wrightson, and I believe it was signed by Ron Mars. Is the raw copy that I have. It's signed by 2 people, but this one's only signed by Bernie Wrightson, who, God rest his soul, has passed away, and super nice guy. I've met him at Tampa Bay Comic-Con twice, and I got a bunch of books signed by him, and I got a bunch of prints. But just an awesome Batman book. So, up next is another one of my favorite books, signed by Chris Claremont, is Uncanny X-Men 142, graded 7.0. If you know I love my X-Men, so I had to have a few of these in my collection. But great storyline. I mean, the X-Men have storylines that are amazing. So yeah, love that book. And of course, what would a junkie have a collection if he didn't have something Wolverine signed? And I have Wolverine Volume 3, number 51, signed by Simon Bach and Jeff Loeb. It's the Wolverine Variant Edition, rated 9.8, with Wolverine and Sabretooth going toe-to-toe. Love this book. Just an amazing cover. I can't really say much about it. Just a beautiful black and white cover of Wolverine and Sabretooth going at it, man. Just awesome. Love it. Up next are a couple PGX books that are damn near perfect. And I got these super cheap too. I bought them off a guy that was in college. And this was in the description of his eBay page. And he needed money to pay for tuition, so he was selling his books cheap. But I got Walking Dead 100, signed by Robert Kirkman. And it's a PGX 9.9. Walking Dead 100, signed by Kirkman. Love that cover. And it says it was signed at San Diego Comic-Con in 2012. So, but I bought these both pretty cheap. I think I paid under 100 for each. And I bought it in a package deal. So, love that book. And the next book to go with it is Walking Dead 100, also signed by Robert Kirkman, and it's the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, graded 9.9, with Negan on the cover. So yeah, love that book too. .9s. Yeah, man, I feel you on that one. Here's another awesome cover. Batman 40, signed by Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, graded 9.6. It's the Batman Joker mask cover. Love it. And they both signed it in gold right here. Graded 9.6. So, another awesome cover. I have probably 5 or 6 of these raw. but just another one of my favorite Joker covers. I think we've all had a few 4.0s in our life too. Here's another Star Wars #2, signed by John Cassida, Laura Martin, and Jason Aaron, graded 9.8. And this one is, I forget which printing it is. I think this might be the 4th printing. Yeah, 4th printing, signed. So, like I said, I got a few of these Star Wars books pretty cheap. Up next is another East of West 16 cover. This one's signed by Nick Giacotta and Jonathan Hickman, and it is cover G of East of West number 16, graded 9.2. So, yeah, another awesome book. Yeah, not many people think that I have graded books, but I do have quite a few. I have just as many books unsigned as I do signed. Here is another one of my favorite books, Rye #0, signed by Bob Layton, and it's graded 9.6. Funny story about this is actually my second copy of this book that I've bought graded and signed. The first one I bought it in a lot with a bunch of other books. I spent like $200 on comics, and the fucking postman left it on my doorstep and someone stole it. And I was so pissed, man. And so I went back on eBay and I found another copy because I wanted a signed graded copy. So I found another one, and this one was actually cheaper than the first one. But this would have been my second graded signed book if the other one didn't get stolen. So that's very true. Or if the lights are out. Here is Tom Strong's Terrific Tales #4, signed by Arthur Adams, graded 9.2. Thomas Churchill, what's up, my man? Just showing some slab books tonight. Just going to be a quick live stream. Just showing some books. Yeah, just showing my my graded books first. I mean, my graded signed books first. Up next is, and actually, this is my last. Yeah, this is my last signed book. Jeff Comics, man, what's up, man? This is a North Carolina Comic-Con program, and it's signed by Adam Hughes, Gerard Way, and Charlie Adler. Graded at 9.8. It's the 2015 North Carolina Comic-Con program, and it's got Gwen Stacy on it, so or Spider-Gwen, whatever you want to call her, but pretty cool. Another one of my favorite signed books. And that is it for my signed books. Now on to just my regular books. Amazing Spider-Man #30, graded 9.6 by PGX. Nothing special about this book at all. Just this may have even been a prize. I think this might have been a prize in a contest I won. Up next is Star Wars #1, graded 7.5. You know I gotta have some Star Wars books in here. I actually have a couple of these. I got one, I think I have one raw, and I got 2 graded. What you'll see here in a minute. All right, let me put these back. All right. I got this. Is actually part of my AOK from a YouTuber, and it's Ghost Rider number 68, graded 9.8. I actually got it from Matt Murdock on YouTube. He sent me an awesome act of kindness, and that was part of it. Of course, you know I'm going to have one of these. Hansy, graded as 7.5. I have 21 copies of Hansy. Crazy, crazy amount. Up next, Amazing Spider-Man 239, PGX graded 7.0. Here is Sinister Spider-Man, number 3 of 4, graded a 9.8. Like I said, a lot of these are just random books, no significance or anything, just like the cover or whatever and bought it. And I got them cheap, so. Here is Sinister Spider-Man number 4 of 4, with Venom on the cover, graded 9.8. Here is Detective Comics, number 308, graded 8.0, PGX. Just love that cover. Batman's on fire. An old Silver Age Detective Comics. So, pretty cool. Up next is, I actually won this book on Instagram. Flash 155, graded 2.0. I won a couple of these Flash books. Somebody was having a giveaway on Instagram, and I won. Cost me nothing at all. And this book here was also part of it. Flash 150, graded 3.5. Pretty cool. We got, and this was also part of it, Amazing Spider-Man 71, graded 5.0. So those were the 3 books that I won in an Instagram giveaway. And he shipped them fast too. I think I won, and I got them 3 days later, which is pretty cool. Here's one of my favorite Red Skull covers. The Marvel's Project number 5, graded 9.8. And it's got the Red Skull firing a gun. Just awesome. Love that cover. It's kind of hard to see, but pretty badass. Of course, you know I'm going to have one of this. This is one of my favorite TV shows that got canceled. Outcast number 1, graded at 9.6. Awesome TV show that I don't think got a fair shot. And the comic book series is amazing, but it's ending the end of this year, so. Which sucks. Here we have Iron Man 282, PGX graded 6.5, newsstand edition. First full appearance of War Machine. Oh, that's nice, Jeff. Lucio Perillo. His artwork is amazing. Up next is Teen Titans Annual number 1. PGX graded 8.5. Here is another awesome book, Wanted Dossier, from Wizard World Con, graded 9.4. I believe this was supposed to be made into a TV show too, or a movie, and just never happened. But Sunshine, what's up, man? Up next is Captain America number 235, graded 7.5. Talking a little CGC, PGX love here. Sunshine. No date stamp, so we're good. The New Avengers number 1, graded 9.4. Awesome Spider-Man cover. Up next is Star Wars 99, graded 8.0. Here's another awesome Wolverine cover, Dark Wolverine number 79, Variant Edition, graded 9.4. Wolverine is all burnt to a crisp. Here we have, in an old CGC case, Giant Size Supervillain Team Up number 2 with Doom and Submariner, graded 8.0. And it's the old CGC case. Look at that label. Look how thick that thing is, man. You can knock somebody out with this case. Let me see if it's written on here. Koi Pham did cover. KHOIPHAM did the Wolverine cover. So, yeah, it's a good. Lucio Perillo is awesome, man. I love his artwork. Here is another awesome book, Hellblazer number 1, graded 8.0. Another good series if you guys love a dark comic to read. Here is Amazing Spider-Man 527, graded 9.4, Variant Edition. Weapon X number 1. I believe this was a mini-series. The Hunt for Sabretooth, graded 9.4. And here is my second copy of Star Wars number 1, graded 7.0. Big Star Wars fan, so found these on eBay cheap. Here we go. We got Deadpool number 1, PGX, graded 9.4. We got Avengers number 20, graded 4.5. Love that cover. Caps being thrown off the top of a building. They're in their old costumes or old uniforms. Love swordsmen throwing them off. We've got Batman 418, 10 Nights of the Beast mini, part 2 of 4, created by PGX 9.4. Here's another one of my favorite titles. Marvel Spotlight on Son of Satan, number 12. Graded 5.0. Second appearance of Son of Satan. Love that. Here is an awesome Spider-Man cover. Amazing Spider-Man 539. Graded 9.8. Back in black. Very hard to see cover. Here is new 52, number 36, graded 9.8. I bought that strictly for the cover. Awesome Lobo cover. Here is the Ultimate Extinction number 1. And it does have a certificate with it. Dynamic Forces. Graded at 9.8. Up next, we have Fantastic Four, number 286. Graded 9.0. I believe this is Phoenix's return. Jason 3000, I've seen you uploaded a couple videos I'm going to watch here next when I'm done here. Up next is X-Men number 7, graded 2.0. Like I said, anything to complete my X-Men run, I don't mind low grade. I can always upgrade if I want, but as long as it's in my collection, like I said, I'm never selling these books. These will always be in my collection forever, so super stoked to have that. Here we have X-Men number 6, graded 4.0. Love these old X-Men covers. Chris M, what's up, my man? Yeah, dude, I saw it in my feed. So, yeah, me and the wife went out and did some stuff today. Came home, took a nap, and I saw your video, so I will definitely watch them when I'm done here. I'm not going to be on long. I'm just showing these books. Hope everybody's having a good night. Thanks, Double S, man. Appreciate it. Here we got Champions, number 11, graded 8.5 PGX. That was a good little mini-series, too, or maxi series. Had Ghost Rider, Iceman, Hercules, Black Widow. It was a good series. Chronicles of AJ. Do you read Why the Light? No, I have not read it, but I heard good things about it. Up next is another copy of Outcast, number 1, graded 9.2. Yeah, if you watched the video on the these are my non-signed slabs. I just showed all my signed slabs. I probably have just under 100 slabs total, probably. Up next is Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 3, variant edition, grade 9.6. Yeah, a lot of people don't think that I have slabs, but I keep these in my closet. So you don't see them out when I do room tours, but you never see them. I don't have them like sitting out. They're in my closet, hidden away. So I figured I'd show them. Up next is Amazing Spider-Man 548. Pretty cool cover here. And the last slab that I have is Spider-Man #1, another silver edition, graded 9.2. But if I had to pick one of my favorites, it's going to be this one here. In case you guys just tuned in, is Miss Marvel #1, sketch variant by Michael Turner, signed by Stan Lee. That's my favorite slab. Yes, Jason, I've bought all these already slabbed. I've never sent anything in to get slabbed. So all these are books that I bought off eBay, or I got an AAOK. But that is my favorite slab, other than my Hulk 181. But Stan Lee's signature just pops. I love it. But other than that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and log off here. I just wanted to come on and show these slabs because Funk Off asked if I had any slabs, so I figured I'd show these off. And if you guys want to watch it on the rewind, leave a comment. If there's anything in my collection you guys want to see, I'll do another live stream and show them off. And hope you guys have a good night. And I will catch you guys on the flip. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for tuning in last night for my super long stream. And Jeff Comics said he's got a Mayhew Vampirella cover coming in the mail. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I've seen that cover. That looks pretty good. All right, guys. Hope you guys have a good night. I am going to bed. I am tired. And I'll catch you guys on the flip. Peace.